topic for discussion today is CB Lingo. All about CB Lingo. All the nicknames and all the words, and I don't know most of it. There's so much of it out there, nobody can learn it all, but CBs. They are a valuable tool and they're a pain in the butt. Not the radio, the people on them. So, CBs got real popular back in the 70s. As people that lived back then remember, we had the oil crisis, and because of the oil crisis, and the federal government decided, well, let's drop the speed limit down to 55, it'll save gas, which it does. Don't like it, let me choose that, but you know, that's our government for us. So anyway, federal government decided to run the speed limit down to 55, and people were used to driving 65, 75 mile an hour. There was a speed limit all over the place. Montana didn't have a speed limit. It was just open run as fast as you want to go. So all of a sudden, the authorities, the police and whatever, they have to enforce this, and they realize, hey man, there's some good money to be made, you know, by giving tickets. We can make good revenue for the city, the state, the county, whatever. So they start running speed traps and stuff, and also they have the police got a new technology called radar. That radar had been around, you know, for airplanes and all that since World War II, but they had to start using it in police cars until the 70s. It started becoming real popular for the police forces to use. And with that, people are used to driving 65, 70 mile an hour. Now they're forced to drive 55 mile an hour, and that temptation, man, I'm not getting anywhere, I gotta go, you know. And they go ahead and speed and they get tickets. So to combat that, people started, you know, truckers started running CB radios. And CBs had been around for a little while, but they weren't that popular until truckers started using them to find out where the police were at. So then the general public caught on to that also, and there was the CB craze all through the 70s, the early 80s, whatnot. People just went nuts for CBs. It's like everybody, grandma had a CB in her car, you know. And so anyway, you're talking on the radio, and truckers, they didn't want to give away who they were, what their real name was, so they'd come up with a nickname. Just like on the internet today, you can go on like Facebook or YouTube and use a surname, or not a surname, a pseudonym name, you know, for you know, a nickname or whatever, you know. Well, in CBs, it's called a CB handle. You know, what's your handle? Well, your handle was whatever you wanted to make up, and it wasn't written in stone. If you wanted to change it, you could. You know, you could use this one at one time, or use that one at a different time, or, you know, if you're around this group of people, you use this handle. If you're around that group of people, you use that handle. Whatever. So, I mean, there was no, you didn't have to register it or anything like that. It was just whatever you wanted to make up and use for the day. So, everybody had CBs, and they were all using CB handles, and instead of saying, well, I'm going by, you know, such and such something, they come up with nicknames for just about everything. Just about everything had a nickname. So, and it was kind of almost like a hobby, I guess, to learn all the phraseology, you know. So anyway, and it became a fad, I guess. Well, anyway, truckers used to use their CB handles, and I had one, just like everybody had one. I had one. My first CB handle I remember using was Stick Horse. And if you remember the toy horse head with the broom handle, the stick horse, you know, little boys that, you know, use when they were, you know, kids. Anyway, I went by Stick Horse there for a while, and one day I heard this guy holler his handle was such and such, and I thought that was funny. So I started using it. Liquor box. You you know, like a liquor cabinet, liquor box, but it has a dual meaning if you figure it out, you know. So there's a naughty meaning also. So I thought that was funny. Yeah, so I started using that as a CB handle. Well, I get home one weekend, I get home and there was a family get together, Easter, Christmas, you know, grandma's birthday, I don't know, there's some reason we were all getting together. And I was new at trucking and everything, and my grandma said so. She goes, "Oh, well, I hear you're liking this new job of yours, this trucking job." "Oh yeah, I love it, blah blah blah." And we talked a little bit about it. She says, "Well, don't truckers have a nickname or something like that?" And I go, "Oh yeah, a handle, a CB handle." "Oh, well, what's yours?" Stick horse. I wasn't about to tell my grandmother no. So I went back to using stick horse. So anyway, that was way back then. And I don't know, for years I used honky tonk. Was in my younger days I used to go out dancing and, you know, and in the country bars and everything, and so I used honky tonk as a handle, you know. And I don't do much of that hardly ever anymore, but used to go out a lot, you know, and go dancing a lot, chasing the girls and all that. But, you know, back when I was pretty. Yeah, right. Anyway, so, all right, so we got CB handles. All right. Just about everything else had nicknames. Okay, well, of course, the police had nicknames. Everybody called them bears. Well, you know, Smokey Bear. Well, that mostly comes from the hat of a highway patrol officer. A lot of highway patrol officers, I think Ohio, Michigan, I know, there's a lot of states highway patrol officers have that Smokey Bear hat, you know, that drill sergeant hat almost. And so they got the nickname Smokey Bear. And then in Texas, we never really called them Smokey Bear. We called them, you know, troopers or black and whites, because their cars were black and white. California, cars are black and white. So just depends on what part of the country you're in, whether you use bear or trooper or black and white or whatever. So, and then of course that was the police themselves. Then the cars, the old, I think Andy Griffith, you know, the old police cars back in the 60s and early 70s, whatever, and they had that light in the center of the roof, and that big round light, little dome. I call that a bubblegum machine. Okay, because it looked like a bubblegum machine. And then later on, they got the bigger, wider, went from all the way across the top of the car. Those are candy bars. The light system, candy bars. So you had bubblegum machines and you had candy bars. Yeah, you got the candy bars rolling, it means his lights are on. So, then of course the cars, the police cars themselves, of course Texas and California, black and whites. But other states, they were decorated up different, you know. And a lot of them had a lot of badges and names and, you know, lettering and phone numbers and protect and serve and all this stuff written on the car. And they called them Tijuana taxis because they were all dolled up, so to say, like a Tijuana taxi. So that was a regular highway patrol car. Now, if you had an unmarked car, if you had a white unmarked car, that was a wrapper, a white wrapper. If you had a black car, it was a black wrapper, a blue wrapper, brown wrapper, gray wrapper, purple wrapper, pink wrapper, whatever. Whatever color the car was, unmarked police car. Sometimes a white highway patrol car, unmarked, it was called polar bears. And then the black cars, if you had a black highway patrol car, unmarked, it was called a black bear, of course. So anyway, that's the highway patrol mostly. Then when you get into your county, your sheriffs and all that, those are county mounties. And then you get your local police. They're called local yokels. Now, that's all local yokels. Chicago police, they're local yokels. Now, granted, Chicago police force is a lot different than Mayberry, okay? I think the local yokel thing was more geared toward the small town police officer. Not a whole lot of training, just basically out there to write tickets when you're speeding through their town, and that's about it. Otherwise, they don't have a lot of the police training that the bigger cities and the counties and the highway patrol would have. So they're called yokels. Local, and it rhymes. So that's the police, and then of course a police in an airplane or helicopter is bear in the air, of course. I don't know if they got bear on a boat. I don't know. I don't know what they would call that one. But so like a marine, police or something. I don't know what they call that. I don't think there's a whole lot of semis driving in a marina. So anyway, that's that. The police, and then of course the trucks themselves. The kind of truck and trailer you pull. Kenworth was a K-Whopper. Peterbilt was a Pita-Ca. There's P-E-T-A-C-A. Pita-Ca. Not Peterbilt or Peter Car. It's Pita-Ca. And a K-Whopper. And Freightliner was a freight shaker. I've also heard them called bone rattlers. Because the old Freightliners, the original Freightliners, rode really, really rough. And I think they were invented by CA or CF truck line. They wanted their own truck, so they actually built their own truck, and it turned into a Freightliner. Freightliner is a big, huge company now. But and then Max, a lot of Max were just day cabs with one exhaust pipe out the back, at the back of the cab. They call it a one-stack Mac with a window in the back. So anyway, there's all different kinds of lingo for the trucks. Then of course the trailers have their own lingo too. A flatbed, it's a skateboard. A reefer, refrigerated trailer, it's called a shiny hiney. The reason being is most reefers have shiny quilted stainless steel doors on the back. You're driving along, your headlights shine on the back door and it reflects your headlights back. It's called a shiny hiney. Tankers, thermos bottles. What else? For a car hauler, that was a parking lot. That parking lot's doing 70 miles an hour down the interstate. So, anyway, there's all kinds of different names for the trucks and the trailers. I'm missing something. There's other things. I can't think of what they are now. But just for a good, fun thing to listen to, a friend of mine, we were talking about this the other day, this CB Lingo stuff, and he was telling me that he remembers an old tape that he bought years and years ago at the truck stop, back when cassette tapes were popular. And it was an old cassette tape that had trucker humor, trucking comedy and songs, those humor songs, just for fun. Anyway, I'd never heard of this guy, and he had me look it up, and his name, and I'll put a logo on the screen here. It's Cletus Maggard, not Haggard, not like Merle Haggard, Maggard with an M. And he's got a song called CB Lingo, and it's pretty funny. Okay, you listen to that. He's got a whole album. If you want to look that up, Cletus Maggard full album on YouTube, you can find that. And it's, 30 or 40 minutes long, and you can listen to the whole thing if you like. And then, of course, the 10 code. I forgot about the 10 code. 10-4 good buddy. Well, you don't call anybody good buddy anymore. It used to be good buddy was just about anybody, a friend of yours, And over the years, it got morphed into homosexuality. So if somebody calls you a good buddy, it's an insult, okay? Unless you are. So 10-4 used to be 10-4 good buddy. Well, now it's 10-4, driver. Driver's a big. How you doing there, driver? So anyway, the 10 code was 10-1 through 10-200. Okay, so 10-4 meant affirmative, or yes, or I agree, or just anything positive. Okay, anything you wanted to agree with in a positive way. It was 10-4. 1010, forget what 1010 was. Your location. No, 1020 was location. So 1020 is your location. Well, where are you at? Okay, well, you know, you're talking on the radio. Most CBs only have about a 5 to 10 mile range at best. But you can put boosters on them called linears, and they would get, you could hear a radio for miles and miles and miles. And then late at night, you get what they call skip, and it would skip across the lower atmospheres, almost like skipping a rock across a pond. Just turn that pond upside down, and that's your upper atmospheres, and radio waves would go and hit that and ricochet and ricochet and ricochet. The farthest one I've ever heard, I never talked that far, but the furthest one I ever heard was Australia. I was here in America, and I heard a guy talking from Australia. Now, was that just somebody 2 counties over pretending to be from Australia? You'd never know. But if you get out on some really wacky, what do we got here? Debris in the road. It's like there's an accident up here or something. So, anyway, let's slow down, see what, I guess somebody turned over up here. Uh-oh, camper, I think. What is it? Yeah, something burned up. Truck must have caught on fire. That's all the cargo that's left on the ground. They're just cleaning the cargo up. There's a bunch of paper. Anyway, where was I? 10 codes, 1020. 1020 was what's your location, and if you're, you know, if you're just around the corner, you know, hey, I'm over here at exit, you know, whatever, or the corner of, you know, whatever, or I'm at this truck stop or whatever, you know, what's your location? And when you're running late at night and you got the skip running on these side channels and everything, you can hear a long, long way away. I mean, it wasn't uncommon to hear somebody, I'm in New Mexico and hear somebody from Minnesota running a skip. Well, they're running a huge power booster, which is illegal. I can't remember the wattage, but a CB is only supposed to put out like 3 or 4 watts or something like that. And you put a 300 watt linear on it, it's like you're broadcasting now. It's illegal. You have to have FCC licensing, you know. So that was a no-no, but people did it and got away with it. So it's hard to catch them. You know, if you're mobile, you talk on it, you know, by the time they come over to investigate, you're long gone. So, but anyway, 1020 is location. When somebody asks you what your home 20 is, that's what your home location. Where's your hometown? Where are you from? What's your home? Yeah, home 20. What's your home 20? 1036 was a time. And I don't know, there's, you know, all the way through 10100, and there's a few places that are skipped, but for the most part, you got 101 through 10100. Well, 10100 is the nature break. You're over by a tree somewhere doing a nature break. I gotta stop doing 10100. Okay. Well, 10200, figure that one out. So, anyway, you can look that up. Just type in on Google search, type in CB10 code. You know. And a chart will come up showing you all the different, you know, 10 codes. So, but anyway, that's CB Lingo. So, thought that'd be something for a lot of people don't know anything about it, or they've heard of it but don't understand a lot of it. And it's a dying art. There's very, very few people talk about it. Almost all truckers have CBs nowadays, but very few of them use them. I turned mine on. Actually, there you go. See, I didn't have mine on yet this morning. I turn mine on when I'm out around nobody, you know, in case somebody wants to holler about, like that wreck back there, you know, the freeway, the highway's shut down, or there's a deer on the edge of the road or something like that. You want to hear that kind of stuff. But you start getting into the big cities by the truck stops and big truck stops, especially, and it's just, there's so much trash out there talking, and I don't want to listen to that stuff. I've listened to it for 30 years and I'm tired of it. So I don't think there's anything on there anymore that I haven't already heard, you know, so. And I'm sick and tired of hearing that. It seems like it's that same guy. I know it's not, but it seems like that same guy. He's an adult male, and he sits there and he says, I ain't got no panties on. Okay. floats your boat, buddy. But you hear that all the time, and I'm just, you know, you get sick of hearing it. You know, it's not nothing new to me, you know. So I've heard it a million times, and I'm tired of hearing it. So, but I turn it on when there's not all that static and, you know, rot, you know, verbal rot on the radio. I'll turn the radio on and use it as a tool. But as far as getting on there and talking, hey, where are you at? You know, all that, I don't even think I got a handle anymore. I guess you could call Sasnak a handle, but I don't use it. So anyway, that's CB's in it. It's kind of a dying art, mainly because of cell phones. People have cell phones now. They entertain themselves by talking to their friends instead of that total stranger truck driver going the other way. They'd rather talk to a friend of theirs back home, you know. So it's, the cell phone is really what slowed the CB radio down. So anyway, thought you guys want to know that. It's a little subject. So gotta think up more stuff to talk about. Anyway, got a friend of mine. He sent me a whole list of different stuff, like different subjects. So I'll look through those and see if I can't come up with some good topics to talk about. And other than that, we're back. As you can see, we're out in New Mexico today. Just driving along. We're heading up to Salt Lake City to pick out a trailer, going to Pharr, Texas. Pharr. Way down the southern tip of Texas, and we'll get up there and pick that trailer up and mosey back south. Adios.